Hey guys, today is going to be a super exciting video because it is about the most gorgeous plant I have ever seen in my entire life, and it's in my collection. Like, I own it. It's my plant. I'm so excited. A little background on this plant. My boyfriend told me, like, when I got to his house that he had a gift for me. He told me it was a plant, okay? He just handed me a box. He said the mailman just came because he was outside, and I was like, oh my gosh. When he told me he had a plant for me, I had no idea what it could be. But you know how, like, some people, like, if they told you they got you a plant, they're getting you, like, I don't know, like a golden pothos or something. He's not, like, I do not worry about that with him. Like, he's gonna get me a good plant. So I was really excited. I had no idea. The only plant that I had talked to him about was an albo syngonium. I don't know if it's called an albo syngonium, but a variegated syngonium, and that was it. So, like, in my head I was thinking a little bit it was gonna be an albo syngonium. But I have footage of me unboxing it, and I was not expecting to be unboxing a plant that day. He literally just told me when I got there, so I didn't have my camera or like my makeup on or anything, so I didn't want to film myself, but I really wanted to film the unboxing of the plant. So here's the footage. Sorry about the audio. I know it's bad. I filmed it on my phone. I didn't have my camera or anything, like I said. We're outside right now, so I'm sorry if you can't really hear, but this is the gift. I'm so excited to open it. I don't have my box cutter or like my usual supplies. Oh, baby. Is this an Anthurium? So pretty. Except the leaf just came off. That's tragic. I was like, oh my gosh, is this an Anthurium? Because I had sent him a picture a while ago of a plant shelf. I will show you guys a picture, and I told him it was the most beautiful picture I've ever seen, and it really is. Like, the mican sparkling there, the Anthurium sparkling there. It was just like, I look at that picture and I want everything I have to be like that photo. But I saw it on Pinterest, and on Pinterest you can like press a button where it shows you like similar products or whatever's in the picture. So I could not find the name of that Anthurium, and I sent this to him. I was like, this is the most beautiful picture ever. That Anthurium, like, I was pretty sure it's an Anthurium. I was like, this is the most beautiful Anthurium I've ever seen. And I was like, I have no idea what it's called. I've been trying to find the name. He was like, yeah, I can't really find the name either. So I was like, oh, that is so pretty. But I didn't really think anything of it. Like, I was just showing him the world's most beautiful photo, because why wouldn't you share that with someone? But it turned out that he did know what it was called, and he bought it for me. So I'm gonna show you the plant now. So I've never shown you guys my janky IKEA shelf, and I haven't because it's janky. So this is the first time. Oh. But here is the Anthurium. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Literally, this is the most gorgeous plant I've ever seen in my life. I literally cannot believe it. I don't know if you guys can see. You probably can't, but it literally sparkles in the light. In the photo, the most gorgeous photo, you can 100% see that it sparkles in the light. And honestly, I have not looked at the roots, and that's because that one leaf falling off really disturbed me. And also, this leaf is broken, so I don't want it to fall off. It's hanging on by a thread, but there's a new leaf coming out, and there's a root visible right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks healthy, so that's why I haven't looked at the roots, because usually that's like the first thing I do. Also, I wasn't home, so it was kind of difficult. Like, I didn't want to just unpot it right there in the front of his house. But you guys, it is so beautiful. I have no idea like what it's in, what medium, if like this is the whole thing or if this is just the top layer, but I think it needs to be watered soon. I think I'm gonna have to look at the roots now, and I'm very afraid to break off that leaf. I guess let's take it out and take a look at it over here. So I'm gonna try and be the gentlest I've ever been in my life. This is not, oh, the poor leaf. So I guess there's a label in here, but it doesn't have, it's not a label for the plant. So it's in this media. I'm gonna leave it in here because I am not a professional with anthuriums at all. I only have one. So I'm literally winging it on the most beautiful anthurium I've ever seen in my life. Which, yeah, that does worry me. We're gonna make it work. So I don't want to disturb this any more than it already is, but it looks like the roots are healthy. This is sphagnum moss, I think. But yeah, those roots are healthy. I hope you can tell. Wow, this makes me so happy. I felt in my heart. I feel like I sound crazy, but I literally felt like the roots were gonna be healthy, because usually my first thing I do is I look at the roots, but for this plant, I was like, nah, I have a feeling the roots are fine. So I'm gonna try and put this back, oh so gently. I kind of wish that I didn't take it out at all, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. It doesn't seem like it needs to be watered yet. Maybe tomorrow or the day after that, but for now I'm gonna leave it. So the roots are very healthy. They're so healthy. It doesn't seem like it needs to be watered yet, but when I do water it, I'm gonna update you guys. I feel like I'm gonna bring you along for the first month of taking care of this plant, because I don't know how to take care of anthuriums. I'm gonna be binge watching anthurium care videos. I'm so excited, and I'll see you guys whenever I water this baby. It's been like 2 days since I introduced you guys to my little plant. That means it's time for baby's first watering. Ah! Of course, we're using filtered water. I pretty much use filtered water for all of my plants. Let's hope I didn't overfill that. Oh my gosh, like perfect amount. I use filtered water for like all of my plants that are now outside, because I cannot be coming inside to wait for filtered water for all of them. This is not related to the video, but look how pretty the flower. My little butterwort, Mexican butterwort. That's it. I just wanted to show you baby's first water. I'm like, Mom, this is my child. This is my baby. Yay. So it's been 6 hours since I put the plant in water. It honestly doesn't really look like it's soaked up much. I'm gonna give you a better view. So I originally had it sitting, well, this leaf wasn't in the water, but it was sitting like this. And I angled it so that the water would pool to the side and it would be more full. And it doesn't feel much heavier, and the top soil isn't really wet, so I'm actually gonna pour this through the top. Then I'm gonna show you the new leaf, because oh my god, it's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. But let me pour this and then we can get to the leaf. Okay, I'm ready to show you the new leaf in its full glory. I just have it sitting up here for now, but this leaf is literal perfection. I really don't think that this is doing it justice, like at all. I'm gonna take it outside in the sun so you guys can see the sheen on this leaf. It is the most gorgeous leaf I've ever seen in my entire life, but this leaf came out so quickly. It was angled in a way so that I could only see this part sticking up, and then one day I was like, hold on a minute, did the leaf come out? And I'll show you how it looked when I first noticed it was coming out, and oh my gosh, it came out so quickly. It's It's doing so well so far, so I hope I don't ruin everything, but so far so good. I think I waited a little bit too long to water it this time, so next time I'm going to go in a little bit sooner. I don't remember how many days I waited, but I'll write it here. I think I should have watered it like 4 or 5 days ago, but we'll see if there was any repercussions to that. But it looks so good. Don't mind the moldy stand. This is where I keep a different plant. I don't know if this is going to turn into a leaf or if that's just a caterpillar, but I'm hoping it's going to be a new leaf. This leaf is not really getting worse, and it still has a beautiful sheen to it. It's about like 2 days since I showed you this plant. I noticed that the leaf was still getting longer, and this is how long it is now. So I'm gonna wait to see like how big it gets, because this, I'll do a side-by-side here of how it was 2 days ago compared to now. It's just growing. I didn't expect it to grow so much bigger. This is definitely the biggest leaf on it like right now, and I'm trying to prevent it from getting a crispy tip, but I think it kind of has begun to get crispy, so I'm keeping an extra eye on it. Turn my little humidifier on with the little fan because I just want the best for this baby. But yeah, so literally the leaf is getting much bigger by the day, and I'll continue showing you how it grows. I don't remember how many days it's been since the last watering, but I'll put it here. But we're gonna water it, and I'm gonna show you how big it's gotten. Oh my gosh, it is thriving. Look at this. That is jabungo. I think the first time I showed it to you, the leaf was like up here, and then the next time the leaf was right here, and now look at it. Wow, it's just doing so well. I'm so happy. Look how small that leaf is now in comparison. Let's take a look inside here. Woo, that was a big mama. But yeah, it used to be like around this size, and now look at it. I've had to hang it off the edge because it's just getting so crazy. But yeah, let me water this right now. I'm just gonna put it in the tub of water like last time. And this leaf needs to come out too. Baby's second watering. And I'm gonna let it soak. So I'm actually gonna put it in the same spot that I had it in last time. Just boop. Put it in place. And I think I'll leave it here. Oh, you can kind of see. You can kind of see the sheen I've been talking about. Oh my gosh, it's here. Look at that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for a while, and then we'll come back and check in. Exciting updates, you guys. Let me show you this little planta because, oh my god, she's thriving. Prepare yourselves for this because it's gonna be like crazy. Okay, so here she is, and oh my gosh, like, oh, that's the leaf from before, right? No. This is a whole new flippin' dippin' leaf. Look at it. It's so big. It is unraveling so quickly. This is the old one, which is just, oh, you could see the sheen. Look how massive it is. And then this one is unfurling. I am noticing some bad things right now though, so let's take a look. So like I said, this is my first Anthurium. Well, this is my first Anthurium, but this is a new plant for me. I don't know. But I'm noticing like this kind of like yellow spotting, and on my other plants, I recognize that as spider mite damage. So I'm hoping it's not spider mite damage, because that would mean I have an outbreak. But let's put this back so she can continue growing. That's a really disturbing thing to see, but yeah, I'll probably update you guys whenever the leaf is more grown out. Like this one is huge. It has officially been exactly 4 months since I got this beautiful bebe, and you can see this whole entire new leaf has come in, and it's still small. I feel like it still has like half a month left before it grows out to be bigger than this leaf, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I feel like this this video was supposed to be only a month long and it's been 4 months, so we gotta we gotta get it out. I don't know like actually if it will get bigger than this leaf, but I have a feeling it will because this leaf is bigger than this leaf, which was the first leaf that opened, and you know, I just feel like as it keeps growing, the leaves are going to get longer. Since it is so big and so beautiful, I had to move it on top of my humidifier inside of the IKEA cabinet because just having it sitting there, the leaves were they didn't have any space to trail down. So I kept it on top of the humidifier. So when I turn the humidifier on, it gets blasted the most with humidity. But like you can see, it hasn't been a problem. If anything, it's been loving it. And I literally finished editing this video before I'm filming this, so I know what points to touch on. But in the video, I said I was worried that there were crispy tips coming, and they're not crispy at all. If anything, they're kind of like yellow. So they're not crispy, they're like watery, if that makes any sense, like from guttation. That's such a weird word. But it's been such a super easy plant, and I feel like I've always been kind of wary of anthuriums and not wanting to buy any because I felt like they were such difficult plants. So I literally have been avoiding them, but oh my goodness, I really want to get more anthuriums now. I'm just gonna have a whole little anthurium collection. I feel like this is just an easy one, so if you want a beautiful pendant anthurium, you have to get this one. It's gorgeous. It doesn't grow super fast. It takes like about a month for each leaf to grow out. Like this one hasn't fully gotten as big as it will get, I don't think. I hope not. But there's already a new leaf coming in right here. Earlier I mentioned that I didn't know if this was a caterpillar or a leaf. So it is a caterpillar, and it worried me because the caterpillar, when this new leaf was coming out, I was really worried because the caterpillar like died. It dried up and it died, and I was like, oh my gosh, my new leaf is not gonna come out, it just died. But no, that's how I found out it was a caterpillar. So if you get this plant or you have this plant and you're worried about that, don't worry about it. It's just the caterpillar drying out, and the new leaf is gonna come in perfectly. As you can see, I've been watering it about every week and a half. I don't schedule when I'm gonna water my plants, so there's not an exact amount of time between each watering. But since I've gotten the plant, the temperature and the humidity amount in my cabinet have been pretty consistent, so it does end up being like a week and a half between each watering. So like 9 to 10 days, and even letting it dry out for longer than that is fine. It doesn't harm my little plant. And instead of, for a moment, I was taking it out, letting it sit in water for 2 hours, or letting it sit for however long. Instead, now I have a little tray beneath it so that I don't have to keep taking it out, because it is long and it does get smacked around quite a bit if I'm not careful. So I do like to keep it in there without moving it. So I'll just water it from the top and then let it sit in that little drainage tray. The first time I fertilized it was with fish fertilizer, but I'm kind of moving away from fish fertilizer and I'm getting into more synthetic fertilizers. So I've recently started watering it with a synthetic fertilizer like every time I water it. I think it's only been twice though, so I fertilized it 3 times, once with fish fertilizer and then the other 2 times with a synthetic fertilizer. It's not a ton of synthetic fertilizer, like it's a gentle amount, if that makes sense, a gentle amount. Like it's not a ton of chemicals to burn it. So yeah, I've been careful with that because like I said, I don't want the leaves to burn. Also, I mentioned there are some like yellow spots. They're still here on this, well obviously they're still here, like I didn't expect them to go away, but the newer leaf has even more of the yellowing spots, so I don't know what it's from, but I've been keeping an eye on it, and just in case it's spider mites I can't see, I've also been cleaning it, so I've like treating it as if it had spider mites. So I don't think it's spider mites, and I haven't seen any, but just in case, I've been taking care of it as if it does have spider mites. So that's actually why I started fertilizing, because I didn't, if in case it was a fertilizer, like a nutrient deficiency or something, I just wanted it to, I want it to be as healthy as possible. And oh yeah, this leaf right here, I can't believe I was so worried about this leaf, and this leaf is so, like, they're so fair. I'm not gonna cut them off because they're still like healthy and they're still providing the plant, like they have chlorophyll, they're taking in light and everything, but this one has completely healed, so it's not falling off anymore, but it did heal at an angle, so it has like a little elbow. And I can't believe that it healed like that, just like a little elbow hanging there. I usually don't mind when plants get to me and they have a little bit of like ugly, messed up leaves, because in my mind they're going to be growing new leaves anyways, and the oldest leaves usually fall off. So mine, like, doesn't matter, if as long as the root system is healthy, then I'm happy with it. Because my, like, for example, my Albo Monstera, the beautiful leaf is starting to yellow. It's slowly yellowing, but very surely yellowing. So I already expected that too, because I don't know, that's just how it goes. So I'm not really like worried about it when I get the plant, but I can't, like, I still wanted the leaves. And oh, but if it came with no leaves, that's a different story, because it's very difficult to take care of a plant with no leaves in comparison to if it comes with leaves that are just a bit like ruined looking but still healthy. Oh, with physical like defects. That's what I'm trying to say. And then also the plant is starting to have a little tilt. If you can see that, it's starting to tilt this way. And in the most beautiful picture I've ever seen, they have their plant in. Also, by the way, if you know who took that picture, let me know. I tried to find the source from like different websites, but I can't find it. It's always someone reposting it. So I can give them credit, because oh my gosh, that picture is so gorgeous. But anyways, that beautiful picture, they had their plant sitting in a spot where it was in a shelf where there's only one direction of light. So I'm kind of torn between rotating this plant so that it will be like fully rounded instead of kind of all in one direction. I don't know if I should be rotating it under the grow lights, because the way I have it, as you can see, the more light is coming from this side, so it's starting to kind of come out from this way. But if you've been following my videos, you know that I don't like rotating my plants, because I've messed up several plants by rotating them. Even I have an orchid that bloomed, it put out a flower spike and it bloomed, and I guess when I I took it out to show people on Instagram, and then when I put it back, I don't think I put it back exactly how it was before. So the flowers are kind of like rotated and I messed them up, but that's okay. But that's why I'm worried about rotating this. And you know what? I just talked myself out of rotating it. I'm not rotating it. We're gonna have all the leaves coming out from this side, and this poor one is just gonna live in the back, which is so beautiful. And I already filmed the footage of having these in real sunlight, and oh, they're so velvety and smooth and delicious looking. I absolutely love this plant. I'm probably gonna be getting more anthuriums now. This is gonna be my new obsession. On that note, let me know what your favorite anthurium is. I know there's this one like really popular anthurium. I think it's called like a queen calolarium or something, but I don't really like how it looks. I don't know why. It's like a heart shape. I just don't like that leaf for some reason. And I feel like this one is so compact and I don't have a lot of space. So I love that it's compact. It's not taking up a ton of space. It's just doing its own thing, trailing down. And also something funny to note, I showed this plant to my sister and she was like, I was like, oh my gosh, look at my beautiful plant, and she was like, is it dying? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? Because I'm thinking in my head, like, this plant is gorgeous, it is thriving, it looks so much better than when I first got it. And she asked me if it was dying, and I was like, no, what are you talking about? She's like, it looks droopy, like it needs to be watered or something. So it's really funny to hear the perspective of someone who's not super into plants. But that's all that I wanted to say. I know I kind of talked a lot, but I have a lot to say about this beautiful baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's the first time I've tried filming something like this, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I struggled editing it so much to make it an actual storyline, a little bit of a storyline, rather than just me rambling on about this gorgeous plant. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Bye.